This recipe is for stuffed pumpkin. It's going to make a great centerpiece for your Thanksgiving table, and it also serves as a great accompaniment and stuffing for some of the vegan friends and relatives you have in your guest list. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a small to medium-sized pumpkin. You're going to clean out the seeds as if you're making a jack-o'-lantern. Put the seeds aside. You can roast those later. They're very nutritious. What you're going to want to do then is take some walnuts and brown those up in a pan. Then take an onion, chop it up, some garlic, mince it, crush it, some mushrooms, chop those up, and a little bit of olive oil, and you add the onions and your other ingredients, and you cook them up, chop up your mushrooms, and you know, the amounts that you use will depend on the size of your pumpkin. There's no set amount, and just use the flavors that you like. I like mushrooms, so I use a fair amount of mushrooms. You get some organic wild rice, or just regular wild rice. I don't know if there's such a thing as inorganic wild rice. And you cook that up. You add a little bit of parsley or basil or whatever other spices and flavors you want, and you mix all that up. Coat the inside of your pumpkin with a little bit of olive oil after you have it all scooped out, and then you stuff your pumpkin. You take your mixture and you start ladling it in there and pack it in well. Pack it in as tight as you can get it. Usually, I've made this a couple of times, and I usually make one pumpkin for 2 people. I find is a good ratio. One small pumpkin is good for 2, perhaps 3 people, depending on what else you're serving. So, you know, for your typical Thanksgiving dinner party with your family and friends over, probably 2, maybe 3 of these will be fine, and they'll look great as a centerpiece on your table. They're beautiful to look at, and they're delicious. So you take your pumpkin, stuff it full, you put it in the oven, 350 degrees, and you bake it, I would say, for a good 20 minutes. You can tell when it's done. It'll be sort of darkened, and you can put it right in there with your turkey. So you'll know it's done when you can sink a fork into it, and it goes in easily and comes out easily. So there you go. That's all there is to it. And then you put that on your table and you cut it. And you can. Personally, I don't like the pumpkin itself. I like the stuffing in the pumpkin, but I find the pumpkin itself isn't that agreeable to me. So really, it's more of a holder for the stuffing, I guess, than an actual vegetable. Some people like pumpkin. When I served it last time, many people really enjoyed pumpkin. A little bit of butter and brown sugar, it can be very nice. There we go. So that's a nicely cooked pumpkin. You can just stick a fork right in there, and there we have it. A beautiful accompaniment to any Thanksgiving table.